right before the Civil War in the South, because guess what property they wanted to protect? You guessed it, enslaved people. And this was because if a husband went into debt, then the family wanted to be able to protect the enslaved people that they owned through these new property laws where the wife could actually own their property. So as we get in to the later 19th century, the trend becomes in the North that married women are now able to sign contracts. They're able to own property. But not everybody's a fan. And I think this is worth mentioning. This is a quote from the Tennessee legislature in 1849. Someone said that married women lack independent souls and thus should not be allowed to own property. Guys, we can't forget this. So by the end of the Civil War, there are 29 states that had some version of a married women's property law. But undoing coverture in this country, in the United States, took a long time. As recent as 1972, 2 U.S. states still allowed a wife to defend herself in court by saying she was just following her husband's orders. So as the suffrage movement starts to gain steam, the anti-suffrage movement also starts to gain steam through these white, wealthy women who saw suffrage as a threat to their position. Their arguments include women don't have the time to stay informed about politics, so why should they get the right to vote? They also say, what if our servants get the right to vote? What does that mean? Then they say, what if women of ill repute get the vote? That's going to destroy the moral fabric of our society. So you can see it's a real class war for them. And one of their arguments is that it's not the quantity of the vote that matters, it's the quality. These women in Brooklyn especially are a real who's who of Brooklyn society. They are the wives of bankers, wealthy lawyers, wealthy businessmen, and they start meeting and holding these anti-suffrage meetings. They called themselves remonstrants.